So they canceled minicamp to do team building. So how you feeling about the team heading into training camp? Good people, it's your boy Mr. Rome, Cowboys fan talk, right back like I never left. What's up with y'all, man? How y'all feeling? Y'all can see me, I feel good, man. CFT been working out a little bit, you know what I'm saying, putting in a little work, but let's talk about the team. Let's talk about how you feel about the team heading into training camp. After OTAs, after mandatory minicamp, after whatever we called our free agency, after the draft, etc. How you feeling about the team right now heading into training camp? Minicamp was one day, supposed to be 3 days this week. I was locked in, ready to be talking about what we heard. And you had one real productive day. Today was a team building exercise. I don't know what tomorrow will be. It might be more team building. Might just let them go. But they went to Top Golf. Everybody looked like they're in good spirits. They showed Zeke, CD, Micah, Osa, etc. It's just good to see the team out. Team morale seems to be up. As much as y'all talk about Mike McCarthy, man, he got his finger on the pulse of this team. Seriously, man. I know you can say, well, everybody does team building and everything like that. I just get a better sense of an aura about how this team feels about each other under Mike than they felt under Garrett. Maybe I'm bugging. Maybe I wasn't as tapped in back then. I wasn't making videos back then. But, I've been pretty much here since Mike. And I really like the way the team operates. I like the way Mike gives it up. So, give Mike McCarthy a little bit more credit than y'all want to give him. I've always been Team Mike. Y'all know how I get down. First and foremost, Dak Prescott is back like he never left. Like I said yesterday, he's training, not rehabbing. He's not worrying about his ankle, worrying about walking, worrying about none of that. They say he's looking more mobile, more lean, more flexible, etc. And I know you're supposed to hear those things in the spring, in the summer, heading into the NFL season, but it's different when you're 1 year removed from breaking his ankle in half, all the rehabbing, the surgery. I'm sure he feels a lot better, man. He said that his confidence is through the roof, and I'm with him because Dak Prescott is the most important player in the NFC East, hands down. He is the pendulum that swings all of the focus. The Eagles spent a whole lot of time this offseason building up their roster, but at the end of the day, their quarterback can't touch our quarterback. I don't care how much they want to pump up Jalen Hurts. He's going to have to show me, because my quarterback has showed me nothing but the fact that he can ball. If you put the right pieces around him, he will show and prove better than he has. He's actually going to be able to show and prove better this year because apparently our offensive line is trash, per PFF. Our receiving core is falling off. Zeke washed. Apparently, we supposed to win 4 games, the way people talk about Dak. So, when Dak comes out and has success, I don't want to hear a peep. Just praise. And then, other players, I put certain people in the thumbnail because I wanted to talk about, things from OTAs I took away. First and foremost, I've heard nothing but good things about Tyler Smith. From his versatility to his work ethic to his strength, comparing him to Leary and Eric Williams and all kinds of different things I've heard. The fact that he's been playing some tackle, and I know we ain't put the pads on yet. That's coming. That is coming. But I've heard great things. A lot of people have switched the way they feel about him. He went from being a who is that to a complete asset to this team. He's already an upgrade to Connor Williams, and he ain't took a snap yet. In all the Connor Williams years, you ain't never hear nobody comparing him to none of those players I just named. He was always just serviceable. So the fact that he's already getting comparisons, he's at pass rush camps, working with veterans, learning his skill set better. I'm excited about that. I'm really excited about that. Tyler Smith has showed me that we made the right decision so far. Then you got Jalen Tolbert, who a little bit of nervousness. He had a little bit of a hamstring tightness or something like that. He was working the cords and OTAs mainly. But he got back out there, the back end OTAs, and the first day of the only day of minicamp. And he put in that work. Multiple touchdowns have been caught in both team periods. They said he's been literally pictures of him in Dak's ear, vice versa. He talked about mirroring and watching different receivers around the league, just as far as just knowing how Michael Gallup gets down and Devontae Adams and CeeDee Lamb and what type of assets they bring to their teams. He seems like a real student of the game, somebody that's really hungry, and someone that's wanting to put in the actions to put that work in. He asked for Dak for the playbook apparently right after he got drafted. Like he was ready, he locked in. So I'm loving that. Sam Williams was one of those things where we hadn't heard much. We had, after the draft and all the draft build up, we knew what he did in the SEC, but we hadn't heard much. And then yesterday happens. And first day of minicamp, he gets apparently 4 sacks. And I know these are like team period sacks and stuff like that. It's minicamp, it's not training camp. But apparently he was beating Matt Waletzko like a drum. That's one of our other rookies that we drafted. But I like to hear that Sam Williams is as advertised. You put him against maybe average to below average talent, he going to dominate. Now I just want to see him versus some upper talent. He did beat Terrence Steele. And I put that as a check in the mark of, okay, he going to be all right. I want to see him versus Tyron Smith and Terrence Steele repeatedly and see how he does. I don't expect him to beat them like a drum because then we got other things to worry about. I expect him to get him a good challenge. Iron sharpens iron. Still's waiting to see some things from James Washington. He didn't get on the field for none of the periods, and maybe they're just waiting for training camp. And I'm fine with that. He got about 5 or 6 weeks away before he can get back on the field. So that is fine by me. That's fine by me. Some other players I can't wait to hear from. Dante Fowler, the forgotten piece that we picked up. Like I said, Dante Fowler, James Washington, that's really our free agency. Some of the players people are forgetting about with this team because out of sight, out of mind. Like how strong our safety room is. Malik Hooker, Jaron Kearse, how strong our secondary is. Anthony Brown had an incredible year, to the point where he's getting recognized by, the PFF lists and stuff like that. And y'all know how Trayvon Diggs get down, whether people want to acknowledge it or not. Game-changing player. Micah Parsons, etc. Like, I've been more so focused on the other ancillary pieces and other things we've added to the team. But we still got immense talent floating around. We got to see Michael Gallup working the chords a little earlier than I thought. I thought I wasn't going to see that type of stuff. Him working the chords until training camp in the preseason. He's already doing that in May and in June. That gives me excitement. It's like, okay. Maybe we'll see some small ramped up stuff right before the season. And then maybe 2 or 3 weeks in, he comes back. But, it'll be a good time to watch Jalen Tolbert get a chance to run with the ones, assimilate himself. I am overall feeling pretty good about where we are as a team. I am, man. I know people call me overly optimistic and, you only see the good side of things. Where's your negative lens? And listen, I don't have to give y'all negativity. It's out there. Do I see faults with the team? Yes. Let's be honest for a second. Yes, there are parts of this team I would love to get better at. I would love for the linebacker depth to get better. I would love for us to have a definitive swing tackle. No question. You know what I'm saying? I would love to possibly shore up the backup quarterback. Maybe increase our I don't know. I got faith in Jordan Lewis, but maybe we can get better at the nickel. I wish Kelvin Joseph can get on the field because I feel like he'll be a great asset, but I don't know what's going on with him. I want to find a definitive running mate at D tackle for Osa. Osa's a starter to me. But is that going to be Neville? Is Neville Gallimore going to step up? Who's going to take the reins of that other D tackle position? Because we got talent everywhere. I just want to see who's going to do it. I feel like our pass rush quadrant from Fowler to Micah to D-Law to Sam Williams is going to be crazy. I got a video for y'all coming out for y'all Friday tomorrow. Just want to talk about how them 4 guys might be the most ferocious in the NFC East or in the NFC in general. But yeah, man, I just feelings about the team. Feel like we got a lot of stuff to grow in. because we got a lot of young players, but the talent is there. You know, let the media tell you that the Cowboys took a step back all you want to. When I hear Dak Prescott come out and say he has his finger on the pulse of the team and say, no, we ain't take a step back. We ain't take a step back at all. You got to believe it. You know what I'm saying? It's one of those things where I feel like it's addition by subtraction. We trimmed a lot of fat. A lot of people that didn't seem like they wanted to be here indefinitely. I feel like everybody that's on the team right now is happy and excited to go out there and wear that star and put that work in. You know, this has been the offseason of paper champions. It's been so much movement that people in the NFL, in the division, etc., are laying claims to stuff that you got to get done on the field. It's about what happens between the white lines. You know, all this paper champion stuff about to come to an end. Training camp is coming. And I feel like the Cowboys are going to be way better than everybody think, just like they were last year. It's your boy, Mr. Rome, man. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about the team in the comments. I'll holla.